What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Just kidding, I am not an influencer. I am, however, a marketing professional with years of influencer marketing experience, here to spill the tea on what it really takes to become an influencer in 2024. And while it won't happen overnight, with the right tools and strategies, aspiring influencers can still tap into a goldmine of success even in this competitive digital landscape. Let's get into what you need to get started. First, let's define what an influencer even is. In simple terms, an influencer is a social media personality who influences their audience to purchase the products or services that they promote. And the best social feeds from influencers will have a good mix of both personal branding and content creation, in addition to promotion. Think instantly recognizable content formats or a particular look. You might have also heard the terms influencer and content creator used interchangeably, and while they are similar, there is a difference between the two. A content creator is anyone who creates creative digital content, while an influencer has a promotional strategy as a core part of their social media presence, so emphasis on the word influence. Okay, now that we got that sorted, let's get into some tips to help you find success when you're just starting out. Our first stride towards influencer success begins with a critical foundation: defining your personal brand. Consider this your compass in the vast digital landscape, shaping your voice, post aesthetic, and community engagement. You can start by answering questions like these. How would you describe your brand in one sentence? What's your purpose for posting? Who is your target audience? What value or feeling would you like to provide your audience with? These responses can become your unique selling points and help you keep your content focused. Speaking of keeping your content focused, our second tip is all about finding your niche. The more focused and niched you are in the beginning, the easier you'll be able to grow a community that trusts and loves your content. Why? Because it's better to be an expert on a few things than to be a jack of all trades, especially when you're new to all of this. But then again, identifying only one or two topics to post about can be tricky because we are all multifaceted people with many different interests. So here are some questions that might help you discover how to narrow things down. What am I most passionate about? What am I most knowledgeable about? What could I happily create content for without getting paid? Once you have your overall niche established, you can focus on your content pillars, which should be 3 to 5 topics you'll consistently create content around. Once you're ready for this step, we do have a video to help you understand how to define and establish your own content pillars. So we recommend checking that out as it goes a lot deeper than what we can do in this video. But if you want a quick example, let's scroll through Madeline White's TikTok page. You'll notice she sticks to get ready with me's, outfit of the days, thrift flips, and styling weird things as her established topics. It doesn't have to be super complicated, but if you want to grow your following, you'll need to let your audience know what they can regularly expect from you. And on that note, you're going to need to post content regularly. I know this is very obvious, but it's easier said than done. Creating content takes a ton of time and effort. You have to set up your equipment, find good lighting, and get in the zone, and that's all before the camera starts rolling. That's why we always recommend batching your content. So set aside an entire day, afternoon, whatever you have, and film multiple pieces of content at once. And if you really want to be organized, you can use a tool that will help you visually plan your feed out and schedule everything from copy to hashtags in advance. Like later. Step 4, shoot reels and TikToks. Beyond just posting consistently, mastering short form videos is a must if you want massive growth and engagement. It can be really intimidating if you're not used to being in front of the camera, but our biggest piece of advice, just start filming. Even if it's not perfect, the best way to learn is through experience and lots of scrolling for inspiration. But of course, you can make your life easier by doing some research into tips and techniques as well, so don't sleep on the resources we have linked below. You might not have a ton of followers yet, but that doesn't mean you can't create content that makes an impact. Think about the kinds of brands that you want to work with and create content like you're already working for them. This way, when you're ready to pitch yourself to brands for paid collaborations, you can be like, look at this. Do a quick search on brands that work with influencers on TikTok and you'll find loads of brands that are looking for collaborators or UGC creators. That is, creators who film content for the brand but don't have to post to their own channels. When you're ready to pitch yourself to brands, it's important to be professional and make sure to craft a personal pitch email and have a media kit with some work examples ready to go. And if hearing you need a media kit just stressed you out, do not worry. We've got a customizable template that you can use for free, which I will link below and over here. You're welcome. All right, that's it for today's video, but don't forget to check out all the linked resources below to help you get even more prepared for your influencer journey this year. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss a video. I'll see you later.